Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to you if this is your first time. So as you saw from the title, we're going to make a fold down floating desk, and I'm using 2x8 materials primarily. So I used a scrap piece of 2x8 from a previous project, and what I did was to put my angle finder to a 90 degrees. I set it to a 90 degrees and use it to find the angle that corresponds to the markings that are made on the board. So on the right side, I measured and marked 3.5 inches, and then on the left side of the board, I measured and marked 5 inches, and then I connected those 2 points, and that's how I ended up with this angle, which is 11.5 degrees. As you know, the width of a 2x8 is approximately 7.25 inches. So the two halves of the fold down table need to be equal, and that explains the reason for the 3.5 inches, which will be the middle of those two halves, well, the center of the two halves. On the lumber that I'll be using, I've transferred those dimensions or markings onto the board, so it's a 7 inches wide board that I'll be using, and then I'll make the angle cuts as I showed you on the template that I made earlier. And we're going to need 2 sets of that. And as I showed you on the template, the angle is 11.5 degrees, and I've already set the miter gauge to that angle. And I'm using this miter saw hold down stick to keep my fingers away from the blade. I'll put a link to that in the description in case you want to pick up one for yourself. And as I mentioned, we'll make a second set of those. At this point, I want to quickly remind you that all you need is a little bit of faith and some action. Next, I'm going to make the cuts for the top and the bottom, which in my case is 24 inches wide. This is one of those projects where you can make it as wide as you would like it to be. And for that cut, you will also need 2 pieces. And for what would serve as a back, as well as how I will be mounting it to the wall to make it floating, I'm using a 2x6 material since I don't have any more of the 2x8 material left. That is also cut at 24 inches wide. And here are all the parts that we're going to start assembling: the top and the bottom, and then what will serve as the right side and the left side of the fold down desk. And before I start assembling, I'm just going to quickly sand all the parts, because it will be hard to do that once I have assembled all of it. And as usual, this is going to be a rustic/farmhouse project. For the initial assembly, I'm going to use my usual go-to glue, as well as these Spax cabinet screws. They're 2.5 inches long, and you don't really need to pre-drill, but with these boards being hard, they've been sitting around for a while, and they're 2x8 material. I will have to pre-drill the holes for easy driving in of the screws. Before pre-drilling, I'm using a 1/2 inch Forstner bit to create a recess so that the screws will not be on the surface. Later on, I'll use 1/2 inch dowel plugs to cover the screws. I am going to use these hinges, which I was able to find in my local hardware store. If I'm making this for sale, I'll try to get more decorative looking hinges, but I think this should work either way. It does the job very well because it's long enough, and it goes perfect with the rustic / farmhouse look. If you're enjoying the video so far, remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And then do me a quick favor by clicking on the like button, and then feel free to share it with somebody else who might want to see a video like this. Thank you so much. The studs in the room I'm going to install this are 16 inches on center, so I'm going to make marks on the backboard, which I'll be using to mount it to the wall. And I'm going to use 2 sets of screws on both sides of where the studs are to attach it to 2 studs so that it's really secure. And I'm going to use 3 inches deck screws because they're very strong and they will work just perfectly, and I don't have to pre-drill the holes that they'll be attached to on the studs. Now to install it on the studs, I am just sitting on the chair that will be used with this desk, and then just eyeballing the most suitable position, or I should say the most comfortable height to use the table, and then I drove the first screw in, used the level to make sure that it's leveled, and then I drove in the remainder of the 3 screws. Later on I'll cut some more dowel plugs and cover those screw holes. One additional benefit to adding that backboard there is it makes it easier for you to open it up because it's not flush to the wall, so that gap between the back of the desk and what is created by the backboard allows you to be able to handle it easily to open or close it. And stick around a little bit longer, and as I have a special message I want to share with my viewers and subscribers here. As always, I hope you're inspired to try to build one of these or make an even better one than this. So give it a try and let me know in the comments. Maybe you might have some ideas on a different approach on how to make this. I don't claim to be the designer of this. It was something I saw on Pinterest and it worked well for this space that my wife wanted a desk to be placed in that was not going to take up a lot of space. Once again, thank you for watching the video, and just stick around a little bit more for a special message. I wanted to jump in front of the camera today and say thank you to all those who have supported me on this channel, those who subscribed and left comments and left some kind words, and those who challenged me one way or the other. I want to say thank you to all of you for helping me grow the channel to where it is today. I look forward to many more fun times, fun builds, interesting builds, and learnings more especially. I started this channel up and started sharing videos so I can share my knowledge and also have an opportunity to learn from all those who've been doing this longer than me. I have loved woodworking since I was a little boy. I have always been fascinated by woodworking products, and I knew at some point it will be something that I'll pick up myself. So I'm going to continue sharing small woodworking projects as time permits. I don't want to keep this video any longer than it already is. I wanted to really express my sincere gratitude to all those who are a part of this journey. I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to many more good days ahead. So until the next video, take care, my friend, and God bless you. And as usual, I hope you will have a tangible experience of God's love today. See you soon. If you like this video that you just watched, I suggest you watch this other video on the left on the screen.